Welcome, WME family. Thank you for being with us, and thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule. Whatever time you watch or view this program, God bless you, and thank you for being a part of it and for being a blessing to this ministry. And remember, if this video is a blessing to you, if God is speaking to you through this video, go ahead and push that like button. Go ahead and share. Go ahead and tell others about what God is doing through this program for your life. Well, today we want to talk about Ezekiel. Ezekiel was a great prophet of God, but he was also a priest. And there's something special about the priest, especially in the Old Testament. We see that the priests were they had to follow things to the letter of the law. They had to be very specific. And so when we look at Ezekiel and we look at his writings and some of the prophecies given by Ezekiel and the visions, and where he speaks of the visions, he's very descriptive. So he goes into great detail when he's describing. We see this when God called him to the ministry. God showed him the glory of God, and he describes a series of different kinds of angels that he sees, and he goes into detail on the description of these angels on the throne of God, and he goes into great detail. So this is something very common in Ezekiel. So when we're looking at Ezekiel's writings, we see that he's very descriptive and very detailed. He doesn't leave anything out for detail. And so when we look at Ezekiel's writings, we see this attribute about him. He doesn't leave any details out. And so we've come to Ezekiel chapter 37. Now Ezekiel chapter 37 is often spoken about many times because it's the vision of the dry bones. And so Ezekiel the Lord takes him to a valley, and he shows him in this vision of the valley a bunch of dry bones. And he asked Ezekiel, will these dry bones live? Ezekiel answers correctly, Lord, you know. And so when we look at these dry bones, that symbolizes death. That symbolizes hopelessness. It symbolizes that there's no life there, that there's no progress, that things it's over, or at least in the natural, it would be over. If we were taken to a valley and we see nothing but dry bones, and notice he uses that terminology. Not only are they bones, but they're dry bones. There's no skin in them. You can't tell if it was a female, a male, or what, but you just see all this death around you. And that's what Ezekiel sees. He sees death and destruction. He sees a valley of nothing. And in the natural, it's just a hopeless situation. Have you ever been in a situation that's tough? Have you ever been yourself in a situation that seems hopeless? Have you ever looked around your surroundings and say, there's no hope here? Have you ever tried to do something and you haven't seen any progress? You haven't seen anything get better? Well, that's what Ezekiel is describing. That's what Ezekiel is talking about. He's talking about this destruction that he sees around him, this valley of nothing. And whatever was prosperous at one time is no longer prosperous. Whatever at one time was filled with life is now filled with death and despair. Many times in life we have those moments where we look at what surrounds us and we see nothing but despair. We see nothing but death. God has given us the opportunity here at World Missionary Evangelism to go into many areas around the world and see the need, and see the hurt, and see the pain, and see levels of poverty that are unimaginable, and to see people that are hungry, to see people that are needing love and help, and and they're needing somebody to care for them. That's what this ministry is about. That's what God has called us to do, to love, to reach out to the desperate, to reach out to those who are hopeless. When we go to these places and we see their condition, and we see the places in which they live, and we see the despair, it can become overwhelming. It can become, well, how do we help these people? How do we help them come out of the lifestyle that they're living, or the area that they're in? And so when we're able to bring help, when we're able to see a little boy, a little girl smile, when we're able to see that, you know, kids are in a home safe, and when we're able to see that we're able to bring food for them, we're able to bring that smile, we're able to share that love that comes from God to them, when we're able to see that God can make a difference. And we're going to come back to this. We're going to come back and we're going to talk about what happened with the dry bones, and what happened with Ezekiel's vision. But we know that God turned it around. We know that God made something happen. And that's the blessing that we see when we're out in the field. We see God turn things around. We see hope and life come to people. You know, whenever the water wells start springing up water, to see the joy that they bring in those villages, to see the change that takes place when that happens, to see how God is moving and how God is touching lives. It's such a big blessing. And so as we look at Ezekiel's vision, we're going to see how God changes things, and how God makes things happen, and how God, out of nothing, where there's despair and depression, can bring joy and can bring victory. So we're going to come back tomorrow. We're going to come back. Don't go anywhere. We're going to come back with another part 2 on the dry bones. We love you. God loves you. So we will be back.
World missionary evangelism began when John E. Douglas Sr. accepted the challenge of caring for 6 orphan children in India. From this act of love sprang a work that has grown to include children's homes, schools, leper clinics, vocational and agricultural education, disaster relief, feeding programs, drilling water wells, and building churches. And at the heart of all of WME's work has been living out the Great Commission to take the news of salvation through Jesus to everyone we meet.
Evangelism in World Missionary Evangelism is not just a part of our name. It defines our mission, our focus, and is at the heart of everything we do.